Hey folks, Malforian here, welcome back to the channel. We're on to our first dev diary for Crusader Kings 3 in 2023, and to keep up the threes, it is dev diary 113. So it's community choice event pack, and just give you the TLDR, they're letting us choose what the next event pack is going to be, and also, as you can see on the screen, a little teaser as to what the next expansion is going to be. So we're going to get straight into it, have a little chat down below, see what we think about everything that's coming. But we'll just get to it. It's not a very long one, so we're not going to be here too long today. But yeah, they're just saying here, welcome back. We're going to set sail for 2023. They're working on the expansion. They're not going to get into it exactly now, but from what they're saying here, it sounds like we're going to get a large expansion first, and then an event pack, and then I guess a flavor pack after that. They haven't said that, but I'd imagine that maybe that's the kind of order we're going to see in 2023. It'd be interesting to see what kind of time frame that happens in. But anyway, we'll get into it. Here's the, as they say, the first teaser as to the coming expansion. Now, this is a bridge with some towers on it in the mountains by the looks of it. I've no idea what this could be. I think I saw on Twitter somebody said this is based on a location in France. I don't think that really dictates as to what the DLC is going to be. It's kind of interesting. It is based on a real place. So yeah, I'm not too sure. Like, it doesn't really give much away. It could be on roads. I know that's a road over, it's a bridge over some water. It could be to do with networks of some kind. It could be fortifications. It could be, I saw somebody mention it could be regarding pilgrimages. Well, pilgrimages and just like going places. So maybe your character has court in, well, we'll keep to France, why not? You know, your court is in Paris, but maybe you've conquered Brittany. Maybe you go and set up shop in Brittany for like 6 months, traveling around your realm a little bit. Maybe you could help with like control and maybe even culture changes. You know, you could conquer some new lands, go set up your court somewhere else temporarily, and that would like bring an influx of like your culture, maybe your language and things like that. I'm not sure. That's just an idea off the top of my head. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's so vague. It could literally be anything, I think, except for maybe military rework. It doesn't really tease towards anything like that. So yeah, let me know what you think. It could be, like, say, anything. But it's cool that we're already getting little hints towards this. It does sound like this is the first of a small series of dev diaries about some minor things, teasers, and today about the brand new community initiative. So I think over the next couple of weeks, we will get some more teasers maybe before we get that first dev diary that kind of like gives us the basics of what's coming. So yeah, let me know what you think. But that's that basically. And then, as they say here, later this year, before we start working on the next large project, we have a period where there's time and opportunity to work on an event pack. And they're basically saying the Friends of Foes one did quite well, and they basically want the community to choose. They've got 3 options for us, and we get to choose which one we want. The one with the most votes is going to win, and then the other 2 are going to come back. They basically say if this works out quite well, in the future, they'll do the same thing, and the other 2 will come back, and a third one will obviously be made available to choose from, because one of them was obviously going to be in the game at that point. So the 3 we got to choose from is they don't have final names yet, and this is just kind of giving them, I always like how it's like Wards and Wardens, Love and Lust, Villains and Vagabonds. It's always like the same thing. There's probably like an English term for how alliteration or something for the fact it kind of goes together in such a way. But the first one is Wards and Wardens, anything childhood related with the themes such as playing with a child, being a guardian, handling children in court and so on. A deep dive into what it's like to be a child in the Middle Ages. So just really fleshing out child interactions, I guess. Could be quite good if you play as a child ruler, actually changing how the game plays a little bit. There's not really much difference in the game at the moment if you play as a child. Especially as there's no... I forgot what the term is. We don't have them in CK3. We have them in CK2, where you have like the Regency. That's the one. So there's no Regency, so maybe they'd add Regency in with that. I imagine that might be an expansion feature, though. But so that's the first one, all based around childhood-related things. Love and Lust, exploration of more intimate relationships, such as expanded seduction, romance, married life, and so on. This would be a great time to allow lovers and spouses to take a larger role in the game. So again, just a bunch of events based around seduction and stuff like that. Well, Joe, we'll read the third one, and then I'll give my thoughts. Then Villains and Vagabonds, events and content around dread and tyranny, exploring what it is to be dreaded, leveraging your fearsome reputation, making dread more visible, and the consequences and opportunities of being a tyrant, and also exploring the other side, fairness and honor. So these are the 3. We get to choose one. Well, we get to choose one. You get to vote on there. I'll leave a link to the post in the comments down below, so you can go and vote if you're not already. And yeah, out of the three, I'm going to be honest, probably Villains of Vagabonds is the one I'd like most. Kind of making Dread a bit more interesting, a load of events around that, and also being fair, you know, playing an honourable character. I mostly kind of role-playing the game, so I think that one's probably the most fun one. But also, I would imagine have more kind of wide-ranging impact on the game. I guess Wardens as well. You know, obviously everyone has children in the game, so I guess that's the case. I'll be honest, you know, if you watch any of my content, I don't tend to do the seduction romance stuff in the game that much. So that's the only reason why that's the third one for me. But, you know, if you do play that, obviously it's going to be an awesome update for you if you do choose that one, or if that's the one that gets chosen. So for me, I think Villains of Vagabonds, just because I'd like Dread and Tyranny to be fleshed out a little bit more. At the moment, it's literally just a stat modifier for the most part. It does affect, obviously, if people rebel against you a little bit as well, but it'd be cool if the other, like it says, consequences and opportunities for being a tyrant. Maybe you get cool interactions and things like that. So I think this one, let me know what you think. You know, which one do you want and why? And hopefully we will all get the one that we want, even though that's not possible. So, and then even though this event pack is something we'll work on later in the year, it's good to get your input now. So again, they're just kind of saying about trying to get some kind of decision from the community as to which way they want to go, and then that's it basically. Just saying here's how to vote. Like I say, I'll leave a link in the description down below, and we've got 10 days to vote. So, and then just a nice little graphic here of the community choice event pack. It's kind of weird. The second event pack is one that we choose. I mean, it's cool. I like the fact they're letting the players choose it in a way. I mean, can't complain about that. The more input we have, the better. But it's kind of wild. The second one is already one they're letting us choose. So we'll see anyway. We'll see what people choose and which one it is. And then obviously, I guess, like, if we got an expansion first and then this is probably, at least 6 months away? I'd imagine we'd probably get an expansion. I'd be amazed if the expansion isn't before, like, March or something. I can't think they're going to leave us another 6 months without an expansion or any DLC, by the sounds of it. Because it sounds like the expansion isn't next. So I can't imagine they're going to leave us till the summer without any more DLC. And then this, I imagine, will come like 2 or 3 months later. It's only an event pack, but I don't think they'd release it so quickly after the expansion. Again, let me know what you think in the comments down below. But that's it. Like I say, just a quick video today. This is basically all they've said, but it does sound like in the future we're going to start getting more info on it, more teasers on the expansion. And I imagine whichever one wins, we might get a little dev diary kind of talking about maybe fleshing it out a little bit more. And then they'll probably go quiet on it for a while until the expansion comes out. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I cover the dev diaries and play Crusader Kings and then other strategy games on the channel. But we'll leave it there for today, and I'll see you in the next one.